Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about the sudden wave of camaraderie among the races. That's partly due to the protests that were happening because of the death of George Floyd. So without any further ado, let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. As you know, I'm Short Trini, and today we're going to talk about the sudden camaraderie effect, the wave by white people in lieu and as a result of the George Floyd murder. It's interesting to me how a lot of them want to know how they could make race relations better. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, well, what can we do to help make race relations better? I want to be a part of that. There's also been an interest in by them in the Black Lives Matter movement. The Black Lives Matter movement, for those who don't know, was started in 2013, right after the death of Trayvon Martin by George Zimmerman. It was founded by Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, and Opal Tometi. And they have chapters in New York, Canada, and the UK. There's been a sudden resurgence of interest in the Black Lives Matter movement, especially by white people. And I just wanted to know what you guys felt about it. Do you think that their interest is legit? And not only in the Black Lives Matter movement, but in making race relations better. For me, I happen to think I'm on the fence. While I do think some of it's legit, I asked the question, where were you guys years ago? Racism isn't new, and we all know that. It's just being filmed. You know, now that we have cameras and other ways of putting it on social media, it's easier to film the injustices that are being done to black people. I've also noticed that police officers, right after they do wrong, they're being fired, which is a good thing. But I'm like, really? So quick? It kind of makes me think that there's another shoe that's going to be dropped. And I don't know what that shoe is. But it just leaves me wondering, why wouldn't you guys do this before? Is it because you guys are on camera now and everything is being filmed? Or did you guys all of a sudden develop a conscience? What's changed? Why couldn't you do this before? What I also find interesting is the response by the NFL. They apologized. And they said that they would play the Negro National Anthem at pre-games. Now, the Negro National Anthem, lift every voice and sing, is nice. But what about giving Colin Kaepernick his job back? I mean, all Colin Kaepernick did was sit out a few games and refuse to stand for the national anthem. You know, he knelt instead, or turned his back. And I get some of you guys are like, yeah, you disrespected. But let me pose this question to you. Tim Tebow, former football player from the Jets, and I think he went on to some other team, I forget right now. He is a devout Christian, and he chose to kneel and pray before a game. Nothing was done to him. The only reason why he left football was because he wasn't very good, and no team would sign him. Yet you have Colin Kaepernick, who knelt because other black and brown people, because let me make one thing clear. It's not only our black and brown men who are being killed. Our black and brown women are being killed as well. I believe her name is Breonna Taylor. She was shot. She was murdered. And the cops that murdered her are still not in jail, still not in prison. Okay? They still haven't been penalized for it. So why is it that it was okay for Tim Tebow to kneel and pray to his God, which is okay, and it wasn't okay for Colin Kaepernick to protest silently for the lives of black and brown men and women? Why is he being blackballed? Why the sudden interest in Black Lives Matter? Why? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And good or bad, I'm okay if you guys disagree with me. It's fine. But I want to know what you guys feel. Write it in the comments. For those of you who are new, please, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Until next time, peace.